Good evening, everybody. It's another rainy day in North Lincolnshire, and I'm getting really fed up with having to preface all of my verbals on these videos with "it's raining in North Lincolnshire," but it is. It never seems to stop. So what an awful day. Now, I did post in my last video, or preceding videos, about a competition as to anybody who could guess what I was going to do next. And there were guesses like belt drives and all sorts. But the only person that actually got it right was my mate Len. So he's had an advanced inkling of things I'm doing on the bike. So he very correctly said that he is exempt from winning the wonderful prize that is on order and it's due for delivery. It's there. So he, well, as the only person that predicted levers, or even used the word levers, technically he's the winner, but he's not having it. So I'm going to organise something else because that prize I want to send out to somebody. So if anybody's got any ideas as to what kind of competition, little competition I could do so that somebody can benefit from this amazing gift. So it might be submitting a comment as to why I love my Interceptor, or indeed why I don't love my Interceptor. I don't know, maybe that's an idea, but there it is, the prize is on the way. So I don't like my levers much. The stock ones I find is too far away on the brake for me, even though I've got big hands. I find it too far out, man. So I looked and researched all sorts of levers. You know, they vary in price in the UK from about 45 quid to 75 quid. And I decided to try these, which are in China. Now, they've turned up 13 days after I ordered them. They arrived in the UK with no import duty because they're low value anyway. They're on at $25.99 or best offer. I offered 24, they accepted it. And I thought for that kind of money it's worth, even if they're rubbish. So this arrived today. This was wrapped in polythene. So it's a nice solid cardboard box. These levers are described as CNC aluminium. The bolts and nuts and things are stainless steel, because I messaged the seller and asked what they were made of, and they are. I've tested them with a little magnet. And nylock nuts. So they turned up today, polythene outer, cardboard box, polythene bag on the inside. As you can see from the label there, it's definitely from China. Now, my take on this is that very few people in the UK make things like this. The people selling them, retailing them in the UK, must be getting them from China and just retailing them, which is fair enough if people want to buy off them. However, by doing it this way, you can save a few bob. Depends on your ethical stance. If you want to pay twice as much and say I bought it from a UK seller, then fair enough, but I didn't want to do that. So inside that box, polythene bag, then you've got the bubble wrapped levers. I've taken lots of different pictures of them just to give people an idea. I am really, really impressed with them. To me, they don't look any different to levers that you pay twice as much for, if not more. They've got 6 position adjusters on them, which for me and the brake is perfect. So I've taken quite a few pictures, as you can see, just to give you an idea of what they're like. The finish on them, you know, very, very high gloss. The seller says, you know, guaranteed not to fade. Well, you know, maybe they will, maybe they won't. They're also available in aluminium colour. Well, aluminium finish. I decided to go for the black because I don't want too much bling on my bike, really. And I think on my own particular machine, I think chrome levers or aluminium levers are a bit distracting, but it depends on your personal choice. These are an absolute perfect fit. I mean, it's literally under 10 minutes to replace the levers. It's not difficult. I'm sure anybody watching this video and considering doing this is up to removing a few nuts. So there you have it. They're the actual fit is 100%. So when they go into the handlebar mounts, there's no waggle on them. There's no no difficulty whatsoever. They're an absolute 100% perfect fit for the bike. That's obviously the clutch one. What I do with these is I get grease or anti-seize or anything like that, and I put it into the hole there for the clutch cable nipple to spin round. Now the Venhill cable I've got has got a plastic surround on the nipple itself, which reduces the friction and the wear. But what I do when replacing levers is to put anti-seize actually on the moving bits, really, as you'll see in subsequent photos. So the action on the 6-point adjuster is, you know, it's a crisp kind of adjustment. It's not sticky or wobbly or anything. I'm quite, I'm very agreeably surprised, really, by the quality of them. And the fact is, if you're prepared to wait a couple of weeks, as I was, the seller, I'm going to put a link into the seller in the description to this item, in the description that comes with this video. And the other good thing is that it was fully tracked delivery, so you can see exactly what's going on. You're not just spending your money and then keeping your fingers crossed that they actually turn up. I'm really pleased with them. I wasn't expecting something quite as nice as these. So I'll let these photos run for a bit and shut my mouth. I think that's probably, everybody can heave a sigh of relief. Back again. So again, I would, as with all my videos, comments are always welcome, and any views, any sort of criticism, really, anything. I'm not saying that stock levers should all be binned, and if you as a Interceptor owner have decided that you like your levers, then absolutely fine. If you say, well, you know, these are great, I love them, I think they look more classic or whatever, then fair enough. As I've said on numerous videos in the past, whatever people decide to do to their bikes is the right thing. Unless, as in my case, I did a few mods in earlier videos that were rubbish, in which case I held my hand up and said these are rubbish. There is the anti-seize I put on. It's aluminium anti-seize. I suppose you could use grease, really, but I just had some to hand. Now I'd sort of lard it in there. That's the clutch side, obviously. And my take on it is, if you've got aluminium against aluminium with no lubricant in there, it's not really going to be good for the levers or the mounts. So I tend to sort of clark that stuff in. That's the actual lever in place. That's in its furthest out position. Now for me on the clutch, that's fine. Probably put it on position 5, I think. I'm going to fiddle with them and see. You can see my threaded holes of shame on the mount there, look. That's because I've got bar end mirrors, and I've balked somewhat at paying 13 quid for 2 stainless blanking screws that go in there. You can see they're exposed. I'm going to deal with that. but one of them's a left-hand thread, and to get stainless nuts at £13 a pair is I'm not prepared to pay that, quite honestly. So I'm going to come up with something else. I'll probably just block them off with something. I don't know, I might use body filler and then spray them. It's the left-hand thread that is the thing that makes it slightly tricky. But anyway, apart from that, I can live with that for now. So that's the lever actually in place. I put plenty of lube on the cable. The brake side, obviously there's no cable to lubricate, so there's the brake side. But again, the slotted bolt there that holds the lever in, I've put grease on that, but on the bolts both sides and inside the actual alloy mount as well, just to make it smoother, just to sort of stop wear. So there you have it, 2 levers. Personally, I can't see the difference between them and a lot of others I've looked at. So I thought I'd just share that with anyone if you're interested. And as I say, the link to the seller is in the description below, or click on description, you'll find it. And there you have it, view from the front of the bike. I went for the black, as I say, but they come in alloy finish as well. So there you have it, and a little view of my Pan-European sitting there, neglected because I hardly use it. So in the meantime, whatever levers you have on your machine, use them wisely, and you take care. And I'll be posting again soon with another mod I'm going to do. Bye for now.